Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Finally, the renovated Abbott home was unveiled. Although the Young and the Restless gave us a sneak peek at the conclusion of Thursday's episode, Jack and Kyle's complete emotions weren't revealed until the next day, and what a day it was! Kyle was immediately drawn to the Abbott residence. He hasn't spent as much time in the house as his father has because he has lived elsewhere his entire life. Thus, although Diane was grateful for her son's nice remarks, she was anticipating Jack's response. Jack loved it, which is wonderful news for him and Diane. In addition to feeling that his house was updated, he thought Diane had preserved the old while adding the new. No easy feat there. There are various distinctions between the original ranch and the modern one, in contrast to the recently renovated Newman ranch, which is a different construction. The main distinction is that the staircase may be a little narrower and the door is on the opposite side of the living room. That's not the case with the Abbott home on the Young and the Restless. What we mean by different is that it's essentially the same. It's the same location as the stairway. The house has the same structure. After entering the living room, you continue to the left to the dining room, where the Abbotts have enjoyed their renowned breakfasts over the years. It took Jack a few moments to get used to the additional light in the room. He had conditioned himself to believe that he might not enjoy it. It took some time to discover that he really liked it. Fortunately, the entrance door's metal rail is still there. The glass door's metal conceals just enough of the person on the other side to create a sense of mystery, which enhances any scene. Diane foresaw some of Jack's inquiries, but she satisfied him with her responses. It makes sense that Jack wanted his house to feel comfortable. Looking at the broad images of the new set is a lot of fun since it allows us to try and determine what is the same and what has, to use a more accurate term, been given a facelift. We have noticed that Diane's position inside the Abbott family has undergone a permanent alteration. She is now a member of the family. Diane will never look the same to Jack again. It's obvious that Jack and Diane are stronger than ever, but the entire idea about pretending she died for 10 or so years will always be a source of contention. If Billy is unable to put together a team, he may never be able to launch Abbott Communications on the Young and the Restless. He is wasting a lot of time trying to persuade Phyllis that Daniel is not yet ready to join the team. On the other hand, Phyllis is putting in extra effort to persuade Billy that Daniel will be named the company's Employee of the Month each and every month. Phyllis and her longtime adversary Sally Spectra are at odds because of this entire dynamic. Yes, Phyllis and Sharon have lowered the stakes. However, Phyllis is so close to cheating on Sally. We enjoy seeing Sally play cool, collected, and cool around the flaming Phyllis. Sally and Billy have a stable relationship. With passion and humor, she calls out Phyllis's shortcomings. A stands for Audra. On the Young and the Restless, it's entertaining to witness someone in control. And Audra Charles is the individual in question at the moment. She was given a good deal by victors. All she needs to do to get her own business is to defeat Kyle. It seems to us that Audra could destroy Kyle for nothing. Audra clearly has the advantage in their scenes together. She is skilled at making him feel uncomfortable and surprising him. After someone joins an unholy alliance, we can occasionally detect when they have taken on more than they can handle. Not Audra. She's all right. She doesn't want to ruin her friendship with Nate, though. Audra may win this battle if he doesn't discover that she has struck a pact with Victor that would jeopardize her moral character. Seeing Audra and Victor bargain is intriguing. She is aware of who she will be sleeping with, figuratively, of course. But Lily might have been Audra's match. The daughter of Neil and Drew is intelligent and astute. She holds Audra responsible for her behavior without hesitation. Even though Lily may be changing her mind about Damien, she won't allow Audra to deceive her. We understand that people must die on soap operas because, well, it's just a fact of life and death. But over the past few years, hasn't Genoa City experienced enough deaths? Aunt Jordan didn't have to go to that great soap opera in the sky, did she? Of course, she would never be asked over for tea. To be honest, Amy doesn't either. She serves as the link between half-brothers Damien and Nate, whose relationship can be uncomfortable at times. Amy might act as Lily's mother figure. In addition, Amy has acquaintances in Genoa City besides her family, such as Tracy Abbott. And wow, is Tracy in dire need of a friend right now? Seeing Amy go with Nate and Damien to receive treatment in a trial clinic in Boston was a heartbreaking experience. She inquired as to why she was unable to receive care in Genoa City. Hey, we asked the same thing. Going ahead, one of two things could occur. In a few months or even weeks, we hope Amy will be back to give the good news that she is in remission. Amy can then take back her proper position in Genoa City and serve as the Hastings/Winters family's matriarch. Heck, matriarchal characters are necessary for soap operas. Amy must remain in order to give folks in need sage guidance and a sympathetic ear. I hope she returns to town soon and in good health. The Young and the Restless never fails to provide us with romance. Love is in the air in Genoa City thanks to the show. The most notable instances of this are Kyle and Claire. It was charming when the couple declared their love for one another. Despite how happy it is to witness youthful love, we are aware that the pair is likely to experience heartbreak and undoubtedly some strife. Audra is being set up by Claire's grandfather Victor to stand in their way. Even though Kyle adores Claire, we can't help but observe that his presence seems to unnerve him a little. The attraction is probably still there. Would Adam really ask Chelsea to marry him over a drink at society? We had no idea. When Adam proposed to Chelsea and asked her to be his business partner, it was really sweet. Chelsea's advice is to say yes, when Adam actually pops the question. In relation to the return of old acquaintances, it was great to see Cole on our televisions once more. What if Claire's father hadn't returned to the canvas after Cole and Vicky's baby was proven to be alive on The Young and the Restless? Showing Vicky making one-way phone calls to Cole to let him know their baby was still alive would not have been the same. Cole had to return to us. But other people are afraid of the worst because of his cough and all of his overseas trips. Hey, it might just be allergies. Amy isn't the only person we're hoping will recover. How many times have we watched someone on soap operas lose someone they love and move on a bit too fast? With Daniel, that's not the case. Heather's premature departure from this mortal world devastated him. Ian Ward used her as a pawn in his scheme to frame Sharon and bring down the Newmans. Although Daniel had to accept Sharon's innocence, he has now done so. That does not, however, imply that he has forgotten about Heather. In order to advance, he must immerse himself in something, and Abbott Communications is probably not that something. Seeing unanticipated friendships and connections form and flourish is one of the enjoyable aspects of watching soap operas. Daniel is capable of handling this problem without the assistance of his mother, Phyllis. Tessa, a fellow musician, has become his friend instead. Daniel wants to learn how to play the guitar, and the two are currently becoming closer because they both appreciate music. Will it ever grow beyond that? Who knows?